We've tried a bunch of different ways of doing it. I'll probably screw up the terminology here.
You can DIY it, go to a job board. You could go to what I call a staffing agency model, right? Where you pay them 10, 12 bucks an hour and they place somebody that works for them to service your account. But that person's typically getting paid $4 or $5 an hour, or you could go the headhunter route, which is what we do. Those are the broad strokes.
Yeah. And that's where we started, was with a staffing agency, and did it that way. And I won't use any names, but we had a really bad experience with the particular one we used. And we didn't realize how bad it was till about a year later. But because there's a constant struggle of trying to keep remote team members feeling part of the office. So we try to go out of our way to do that. And one of the ways is we pay profit share. We do things like that. And after we parted ways with that company for many different reasons, is one of the people that worked for us there that left contacted us about a year later and said, "Hey, I really enjoyed working for you. Can I hire you direct? Or would you be interested in that?" And we looked through our contract to make sure that we're not doing anything wrong, but it was quite a while later. And we did end up hiring her. She still works for us today. And come to find out, I think we were paying 12 something an hour. And according to her, this is a little bit anecdotal because it's just one person. She was making $1.50 an hour, and she never saw any of the profit share we sent over.
Oh man.
It made me want to vomit. Don't want to paint with broad strokes here. I can't imagine they're all that way. But the thing we didn't really like about that, it's already hard with remote team members to make them part of the community and part of our office. And having that extra layer there made it even more difficult. So very quickly, we learned that we wanted to hire direct. And I think we used you guys. I think you guys were the first ones we used for it. And the model that we've used in the past with you is just a one-time fee, a couple grand, $2,000, $3,000, and pay it and everything. And then we tried a couple other similar services that did it. And we also had an old PMI franchisee that has some connections overseas. He did some hiring for us. And there was one other service that we used. And what we found, or what I started finding, is that some of the hires I was noticed anecdotally we weren't getting the quality, and the turnover wasn't great and everything. I think we have 16, 17 on staff currently. And we might have even hired 30 because we had quite a bit of turnover for a little bit. And so what I had my team do last year was I said, analyze every person we've ever hired remote and where we hired them. And I said, rate them ABC or whatever of what type of employee they were or are. And it was a clear winner that we were getting much, much better quality from the way you guys hire versus the other companies. And I think we had a pretty good sampling too, 6 to 8 maybe. Okay. And I think out of all of those, only one we thought was not a great hire. And I think that was more on us than you, because ultimately it is our choice. And we were a little bit rushed for the warm body, and we probably should have pushed it back. But other than that, I think all of them are still with us. And we've gotten some really good talent. And what I do like about this, and I don't know how well you like it, but is that can push you guys. And what I mean is, a good example is last year you hired us a collection person, and I was very specific on what I wanted. I'm like, I'm not training somebody. I said, I want them coming in with experience, and you guys found me somebody, and the guy is awesome. He's still with me today. He's doing fantastic. One of the people that you hired maybe 3 years ago now, she's now on my executive team. She's from El Salvador.
I love
and that. She runs the whole remote team member group. She runs applications, tenant relations, collections. Those are the three main ones, those departments. And those are all remote departments. And she's the head of that. So we've flown her in quite a few times. She's been in the office. So she's fantastic. Yeah. So when we did that analysis, it was pretty obvious that was the case.